How can one simple habit change your life forever? People always talk about big changes, big decisions, big turning points. But sometimes, life changes in the quietest moments. This is the story of a boy who discovered a power most people ignore: the power of self-reflection. Elias was an ordinary boy, living an ordinary life, doing what everyone else did, yet feeling something no one else could see. Every day felt the same. Wake up, rush to school, listen half-heartedly, scroll on his phone for hours, smile at people, pretend he's fine, then go to sleep, only to repeat it all again. But inside, Elias felt something hollow, something missing. He wasn't sad, but he wasn't happy either. He wasn't failing, but he wasn't proud. He wasn't lost, but he wasn't moving forward. He existed, but he didn't feel alive. One evening, after another long, empty day, he sat on his bed, confused by his own restlessness. His room was quiet, but inside his mind, everything felt noisy. He opened a drawer, searching for nothing in particular, and that's when he saw it. An old, simple notebook, blank, unused, almost waiting for him. For a moment, he just stared at it. A random thought whispered inside him: write one thing you did well today, and one thing you can improve. He almost laughed. How could writing a few words change anything? Life was too big, too complicated, too heavy for a notebook. Still, that night, almost without thinking, he picked up a pen. He wrote a single sentence. It felt awkward, strange, pointless. He closed the notebook and went to sleep. The next day, he opened it again and wrote one more line, and then the next day, and the next. Days passed quietly, but something inside him began to shift. He started noticing things he had never paid attention to before. Tiny wins he used to ignore, like helping a classmate, finishing a task on time, or speaking up in class even when he felt nervous. He also noticed the little mistakes: losing patience, scrolling too long, avoiding difficult tasks, or giving up too quickly. But the surprising part? Instead of feeling guilty or angry at himself, he felt aware, like he was finally meeting himself for the first time. A week became two became three, and slowly, Elias changed, quietly, gently. He became calmer, more mindful, more confident. Not the loud kind of confidence, the soft, peaceful kind, the kind that grows when you understand yourself. Every night, when he wrote in that notebook, he felt a small release. Like life made a little more sense that day. He didn't need someone else to tell him he was improving. He could see it with his own eyes, written in his own handwriting. Months later, on a rainy evening, he sat down with his notebook again. But this time, he didn't write anything. He just turned the pages one by one. Page after page, line after line, day after day, his small reflections told a quiet story. A story of growth, a story of mistakes, a story of wins, a story of becoming someone better, slowly, silently, consistently. He smiled. He realized something powerful: that the notebook had not changed his life. He had changed his life. The notebook only helped him see it. There was no magic, no sudden transformation, no dramatic turning point. Just a habit. A tiny habit that helped him pay attention to himself. And when you start paying attention to yourself, when you give yourself the space to understand your day, your actions, your thoughts, you automatically begin to grow. Elias started waking up earlier, not because he forced himself, but because he finally knew why he wanted to. He helped others with more patience. because he understood his own feelings better. He tried new things because he wasn't afraid of failing anymore. He had seen his failures written down and survived them. He discovered something most people never learn. Change doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in small choices, small reflections, small truths you finally admit to yourself. And that notebook, that tiny daily habit, had given him clarity, direction, and above all, confidence. Not the confidence to show others, but the confidence to face himself. Life doesn't transform dramatically overnight. It changes quietly, in the tiny decisions you notice, in the little things you reflect on, in the habit of seeing yourself honestly. Start today. Write one line, just one. Because one small habit, one moment of reflection can quietly, softly change your entire life. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and stay with this soft world for more gentle reminders like this.